What if I told you, the battle that's been draining you mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, was already decided in heaven? And the shocking part? You've been exhausting yourself trying to win a case that God already closed. Stay with me, because by the end of this message, you'll understand why the voices accusing you are getting louder. And why that actually means they're losing. Have you ever laid in bed at night replaying everything? Every mistake. Every regret. Every conversation you wish went differently. Every failure the enemy keeps bringing back like evidence in a courtroom? And it feels like your life is constantly on trial. Your past is the prosecution. Your fear is the witness. And your mind keeps reopening cases God already settled. And maybe nobody knows how exhausted you really are. Because outwardly, you still smile. You still go to work. You still answer messages. You still show up for people. But internally, you feel tired of fighting the same battle. Tired of defending yourself. Tired of wondering when things will finally shift. But here's what most people don't realize. Sometimes the reason the battle feels so intense is because the enemy knows something you forgot. The verdict already came down. And today, you need to hear what heaven has already declared over your life. And trust me, the ending of this message is something you do not want to miss. Some people are fighting external battles, but many are fighting internal ones. And honestly, those can feel even harder. Because invisible battles are exhausting. Nobody sees the panic attacks. Nobody sees the tears after everyone goes to sleep. Nobody sees the nights where your thoughts attack you. And that's where the enemy loves to work. Quiet moments. Empty rooms. Late nights. Early mornings. That whisper says, "You're not enough. You ruined everything. God is disappointed in you. You'll never recover." And if you hear those lies long enough, they start sounding like truth. But wait. Here's where everything changes. Just because a voice is loud doesn't mean it has authority. Let that sink in. Just because fear screams doesn't mean fear gets the final word. Just because people walked away doesn't mean your future walked away too. And just because you made mistakes doesn't mean your story is over. Some of you have been trying to defend yourself against accusations God already dismissed. Imagine someone standing outside a courthouse yelling accusations, while the judge already ruled in your favor. Would you run back inside and restart the trial? Of course not. But spiritually, that's what many people do every day. And that cycle ends today. Now here's something powerful. Have you noticed the pressure increased right before your breakthrough? That's not random. Think about it. Why would the enemy fight this hard? If there was nothing valuable in your future, why attack your peace? Why attack your confidence? Why attack your calling? Because something ahead of you matters. And this is where many people quit. Right before doors open. Right before healing comes. Right before restoration happens. They give up because the pressure feels unbearable. But what if the pressure is proof? You're closer than you think. Think about athletes. The hardest part of the race? Usually the final stretch. Your legs burn. Your lungs hurt. Your body screams stop. But the finish line is close. And spiritually, many of you are in that final stretch right now. Don't quit. Don't abandon your dream. Don't throw away years of faith because of one difficult season. Because what happens next could completely shock you. This part is for someone who feels forgotten. You prayed for opportunities. Nothing happened. You asked for open doors. Silence. You expected answers. And got delays. And you started thinking, maybe God said no. But what if He said, not yet? Huge difference. Closed doors are not always rejection. Sometimes they're protection. Sometimes they're preparation. Sometimes God is developing your character before releasing your calling. Imagine getting something too early. A relationship. A business opportunity. A platform. A promotion. And being crushed by what you prayed for. Because you weren't ready. That delay may have protected you. And here's the twist. When God opens a door, no person can shut it. No hater can block it. No enemy can stop it. And no delay can cancel it. Your season is not over. It's being prepared. This part might hit hard. Some of you are exhausted. Not because life is impossible, but because you're carrying things God never asked you to carry. Everyone's opinions. Your past mistakes. Future outcomes. Things you can't control. People you can't fix. Situations you can't force. And it's crushing you. Imagine carrying 10 heavy bags every day. Eventually your body breaks. That's what many people are doing emotionally. And God is saying, give it to me. Your stress. Your heartbreak. Your disappointment. Your unanswered prayers. Your fear about tomorrow. Give it to Him. Because healing begins where surrender begins. And this next truth, it changed everything for me. Here it is. The moment everything builds toward the final ruling over your life. You are loved. Not tolerated. Not barely accepted. Not constantly being judged. Loved. Fully. Completely. Unconditionally. Even after mistakes. Even after failures. Even after seasons where you doubted. That verdict does not change based on your bad day. It does not disappear when you struggle. It does not expire when you fall. And that changes everything. Because when you truly understand you're loved, you stop living desperate for validation. You stop begging people to choose you. You stop letting criticism define you. You stop living under constant fear. Why? Because heaven already made its decision. And heaven's decision outranks human opinion. So right now, I need you to picture yourself walking out of that courtroom. The case is closed. The accusations are finished. The lies are exposed. The verdict stands. Lift your head. Take a deep breath. And hear this clearly. Your future is not cancelled. Your calling is not dead. Your mistakes are not bigger than God's mercy. Your pain will not last forever. Your story is still being written. And one day, you'll look back at this season and realize what tried to destroy you actually built your testimony. When negative thoughts return, remember this message. When fear tries to reopen old cases, remember this message. When people misunderstand you, remember this message. You are not fighting for victory. You are fighting from victory. That changes everything. And if today you're choosing to leave accusation behind, comment. Case closed. Let that be your declaration. If this message spoke directly to your heart, make sure you subscribe right now, because these messages are designed to strengthen your faith when life feels heavy. And share this video with someone who feels emotionally exhausted, because one message can completely change someone's day. And remember, the case is closed. The verdict is love. And your best days are not behind you. They're still ahead.